Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Good turnout right at 8. Everybody's on time. Usually people start leaking in at the first 3 or 4 minutes. So thank you, everybody, for coming out. This week's Stack Up Boardroom meeting for September 20-something or other. I'm on my phone, unfortunately, for right now, so I'm kind of winging this. I don't have my notes up in front of me, but we got a lot to talk about this week. Right out of the gate last weekend, we had, some of you may have noticed, we had this One Gamer Fund event for the IGDA. What ended up happening was it was a 7 different charities. They were, some of you may have seen the logo. It was the Chimera with sunglasses. It represented a whole bunch of different charities: Able Gamer Fund, Games for Change. Who else? Child's Play, us, of course. Did not know what to expect. This is the first year they're doing it, so we put forward our pawn on the table, so to speak. We reached out to the streamers over at the Crash Crashly Twins, their stream team. For those of you who are familiar, they sent a couple of their folks in to do battle on our behalf. Raised a couple $1,000s. I don't know what the final tally was, but based on what everyone else did, and this is Child's Play, Extra Life, like the big players on the scene. So they put a lot more effort behind it. But we showed up. We brought our A game. We did. We put a solid team behind it. So. Looks like at the end of the day, we're going to take home approximately $10,000 to $11,000, all said and done. That check will be coming in November, but that was certainly that whole thing just fell in our lap. We did nothing to push that outside of being an entity in the game space that they wanted to work with. So that is the best kind of opportunity. The ones that our staff are not sitting there having to chase down for 6 months and go back and forth, and it just absolutely fell into our lap. We did very little in the way of really anything for it, and they did all the heavy lifting and raised us $10,000. So very nice stuff. So that we will, based on the response, they're looking to do it again next year, and it'll probably be even larger. So much like TwitchCon this year, where for those of you who were there for TwitchCon last year and the Tiltify, the decathlon, the charity decathlon they did last year, it had a pretty good turnout. This year, we're on the main floor next to the Twitch main stage. Like they have upped the ante, so to speak. So each one of these years where we do something like this, and then the event levels up, we just get kind of taken for a ride behind it, which is always nice. So that happened this weekend. So congrats to everybody who was involved. Thanks for helping push the noise on social media. We certainly appreciate it. I know they saw that, and that was good stuff. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay. In 2 weeks, Friday the 13th, October Friday the 13th, we are going to have a little special event happening with none other than the folks behind Friday the 13th. Fear the Gun is the name of the developer. They're going to be we're putting together a stream team to do a fun little event on Friday the 13th in support of the troops. That'll be just a little fun thing we're doing. So that'll be awesome. So now here's one we got to talk about, because this is going to be, this will be interesting. So within 1 week ago, and this is how fast this freight train has been coming at us, like I think Thursday, I got a random email from a Chinese mobile game saying, hey, we would like to sponsor, we would like you to be a part of an event that we're holding, your charity. We like what your charity. We want to work with veterans. We want to get veterans in our game and doing stuff with us. And here is a ridiculous bag of money to get involved. So we had to sit down with the staff and the advisory council and kind of sit down and go, okay, this is a stupid amount of money for what they're asking of us for a Chinese mobile game. And, as Americans and as, a military charity, you have to sit there and think, all right, the Chinese are coming at us with a giant bag of money. And we're talking like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 of donation. So, so we had to have a real hard look at ourselves as an organization and go, okay, we can do a lot of good with this money. if we work with these guys. And this is a long event. This is a 2-month thing through early December if we decide to pull the trigger on it. But I have my final meeting with them tomorrow afternoon. We're probably going to accept the terms of the agreement. Some of you who might have been following me on Twitter might have seen that I'm going to have to do a rap video for it because that'll be awesome, I'm sure. No flop sweat off of that. But the big so what we're going to be asking from you, this will for those of you who are around for the Guns of Icarus event in May, where we were going the Alliance Charity War. For those of you who were here, it was like a 4-way charity battle between us and 3 other charities, and we trounced everyone because red shirts know how to bring the fight. This is going to be a very similar situation where they're going to bring in. It's going to be veterans versus quote unquote nerds, which is of course not exactly the best lineup, but whatever. I'm not gonna argue with them. It's their ball. If they want, that's how they want to play with it. Then great. So the bottom line is, we are gonna probably be bringing somebody on to run operations for the next 2 months for this thing, and we're going to come to everybody here. Everybody's always asking how they can be a part of this, or how they can support, how they can help out. Well, guess what? You're going to be helping us play and win this mobile game, which is like think of it like not a Clash of Clans, but think of it like an ongoing campaign where there is a final objective to win the game. It's like a 2.5 month run. We're still figuring out what the final reward is if we win. But if there is some sort of prize available, then we want to make sure that we win that. And in order to do that, we're going to need your help helping us build armies. And it's kind of a 24/7 environment where it's like an EVE Online where there's gameplay happening at all times. So we're going to need your help. We're going to come to you and the Red Shirt Raiders, the whole gaming guild. And we're going to need bodies to throw against this thing if we want to win, and we want to represent the veterans the way we need to in order to get more donation dollars. So, but we will know more here tomorrow morning. I will talk with them again, let them know our intentions, and see what happens. You will likely we're going to be bringing on a new person as a contractor to be running as the general of the army, so to speak.
He's actually in here.
Is he?
I'll introduce him when it gets to me.
Okay, right on. But anyway, that looks like that's happening, and this individual will be leading the charge. I will be the ambassador for us, but this individual will be doing the heavy lifting as far as organizing guild operations, recruiting, bringing on other veterans, bringing on other people. You do not need to be a veteran to be on the veteran team. You just need to be a supporter. We are not going to be alone out there. There's going to be other groups associated with the veterans that they're bringing on, but we want to make sure we bring the heat. When we sign our name to a contract like that, or we say we're going to take part in that, and there is a win condition, I want to make sure we're the ones who are winning. Like, I want the other charities to, and that is the nice thing about this. That is the nice thing about what happened with the Alliance Charity War in April, where there were 3 other charities, but they didn't have nearly you got a bunch of veterans, you got a bunch of gaming veterans who are eager to help out versus a bunch of other charities that don't have the same level of community that's ongoing and the same level of people who are here every week, who are, providing support and, want to get involved. And, if we rally them to get involved, they will. And that's the difference between us and this other crew that they're going to bring on. We want to show them that we can bring the heat. So this is going to be a very interesting 2 months for this organization, because we are literally staring into the rabbit hole. Not sure. They're talking about flying people out to Los Angeles for video shoots, and it's just absolute chaos to a level and scale that we are not accustomed to, primarily because they are moving this in a timeline that is just aggressive beyond aggressive. Like, it's starting next week, and they reached out to us a week ago. So, they are moving at a speed that most organizations, this would be a 6-month run-up of legal paperwork and signatures and this, that, and the other thing. And they're like, we're starting next week. Can you be on? Are you good? It's like, what? So this could set. We are going to have all kinds of incentives for our general, who will be recruiting you guys, like top 10, commanders. The top 10 players will get stuff for. We're gonna, and based on the reward that they are going to dangle in front of us, which we don't have yet, but based on whatever they're going to be, dangling in front of us, we're going to do something special. So the people who bring the heat, the people who are actually running this thing for us, we will make sure we take care of you. So just keep that in mind. We'll probably have like the charity war shirt, like a much better quality charity war shirt. I was a little disappointed with the way the Alliance War charity shirts came out, but this time we'll do something real cool. So, all right. Now that I've been flapping my gums for the last 20 minutes or 10 minutes, let's go ahead and take it on next. I don't have my notes in front of me, so I don't know who's on the list here, but who's up?
That'd be me.
All right, Cuddles, hit it.
I do have one quick follow-up question. Is this open to just vets to help, or is anybody and everybody welcome to help with the mobile game stuff?
Everybody's allowed to be a part, and there are, and we've already asked about this. There's software called Blue Pack, or I can't think of Blue Stacker or something like that, where you can emulate. Yeah, you can emulate iPhone and Android games on your PC. So you do not need to play this on your mobile device, which to hell with that. So it looks like we'll be able to do that. It should be a little bit easier. It's, so I mean, think about it like a Clash of Clans. Like at the end of a 2-month period, there was one giant capital city that we would all have to attack together in concert in order to win. And both sides are gearing up to do something like that. So the more red shirts we have and the more allies we have on our team, the better we do. But more importantly, I want to make sure that when, as I said earlier, we sign our name to a contract and we say we're going to take part in something, we could, even my advisor was like, well, you really don't have to put any effort in. They don't say you have to win in order to get this money. And it's like, yeah, but like when we say we're going to be there, we're going to show up, and we're going to show up in force. So, that's where we're coming from. All right. Sorry, Cuddles, go ahead. And if anybody has any more questions, you can ask them here at our question and answer section at the end of our nightly meeting. So.
All right. I'm guessing you can hear me since you answered my question. We are less than 45 days out from Call to Arms. So that's huge crunch for me. I have, if anybody was waiting on an email from me from today, my apologies. This is the first time that I've made it out of bed today. I laid in bed wondering whether or not I was going to die and thinking that might have been a better alternative to how I was feeling. I'm up now. I'm back at work. I'm going to be returning emails. We have a big open office hours tomorrow from 6 to 7. If anybody has questions about Call to Arms, anybody has questions about Tiltify, if anybody wants to join the stream team, anything streaming, 6 to 7 p.m. in the general voice right under here, I will be available. We got some real big folks coming up that I can't talk about yet. Some folks that I've locked in, some folks that Steve is locked in. As well as we're filling out that list and getting more and more people ready for Call to Arms. This is really the run up until now. I've gotten a lot of people that are like, oh, well, it's 60, 90, whatever days out. Like, no, we're like a month and a half out. It's really crunch time for me and for Call to Arms. So with that said, Shanghai Scouts program. I know we have a couple of our Shanghai Scouts in here, including Aggressive Jedi. I know there's a couple others. Forgive me for not acknowledging everybody in person. But guys, if anybody wants to join our Shanghai Scouts program, this is a program that we have for folks that want to get involved in the actual recruitment of streamers. And we have a reward for that. We have a little tracking sheet. We have all sorts of ways that we can that we kind of make it fun and interesting for y'all. If anybody wants to be involved in that program, I need to hear from you, or Steve needs to hear from you. Let's get you in this Discord. Shanghai Scouts is going to be ramping up just as hard as I am. Volunteer hours First and foremost, thank you to Gabe Gonzo and his son, who knocked out a little bit of a project that I needed done. I have even more to do. If you have somebody that is familiar with Twitch and the internet, I've got a couple of volunteers that have stepped forward that I'm eternally grateful for, and we will find a place for them to help out. But me specifically, I need people that are comfortable with Twitch, that are comfortable with like Twitter, things like that. If you have a kid that needs volunteer hours for their their Eagle Scout badge, if you're military and you're trying to get that volunteer hours, I get patch or commendation. I'm saying this totally wrong, but if you need volunteer hours, please come to me. Ribbon, there we go. I totally derped on that word. Thank you. Cold medicine. I need to talk to you, and I need to talk to you this week. I need probably 10 to 15 hours of work done before this weekend. And that said, that's because I got TwitchCon coming up. I check into my flight, as do the rest of the staff, and I think 19 days now. And I need to, I have a project that is very time sensitive going into TwitchCon. So if you have anybody, please reach out to me. This needs to be somebody that's ready to go, and again, familiar with Twitch and Twitter. Other than that, the stream team, you guys are rocking and rolling. Our subs we're gaining subs. We're still losing a few from our big Attack of the Show push. But we're gaining them back in the at the same speed and a little bit faster. So our Twitch channel is looking great. Bits and donations are up a little bit over there. So happy. Other than that, I will kick it over to Sketch.
Howdy, everyone. All right, first thing I'm going to show you guys is, and you may have seen this on our social media, on our Twitter, on our Facebook, or elsewhere, or heard us talking about it. But we had an opportunity. One of our air assaults from San Diego Comic-Con, Tyler, he was a Marine. He's a AAA amputee, and quite frankly, he wasn't able to game very much anymore, because of that situation. So we teamed up with close friends of ours over at Warfighter Engaged. They helped make him a custom controller, and we got the video up. Tells you a little bit about Tyler, shows you him playing his controller. Make sure you guys head over there, check that out. Again, like it, share it, spread the word of this. This is what we do here. Look at that smile even on the preview there. This guy is definitely happy to be back in gaming. And I'm just, I was lucky enough to meet Tyler at San Diego Comic-Con. Great guy. I could tell Dave brought his Switch along, and when Tyler even got a moment to get on that Switch, it was like, all right, I need to get back to gaming. And it was awesome that we were able to link up and help him out that way. So make sure you go over there and share that video, guys. Give the thumbs up, and we'll definitely appreciate that. Also want to pass along that we got the media crew over here are now on the Ubisoft review list. It means games like South Park, Assassin's Creed, all those big Ubisoft titles, we should hopefully be getting some reviews out for those when they come out, or on their embargoes and things of that nature. So keep an eye out for that stuff. It'll be some high quality content coming your way. And then I also want to remind everybody that we got the Red Shirt Report after the boardroom meeting. Clue in Cuddles will bring you all the stack up news, some gaming news. I think they're doing an Ask a Vet question poll tonight, so tune in for that. Remember, if you do miss it and you're taking part in the game room night, no problem. We'll throw it up on YouTube for you. You'll be able to catch it there at your leisure. I think that'll do it for me, and I'll pass it on to Dave.
Actually, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right, I just switched up to my main computer. I want to thank Sketch for bringing that up, because the more of these weekly boardroom meetings that we do, the more it just sounds like us raising money. And it's like, we're obviously, that is what we're focusing on, because that's what helps the organization grow and allows us to hire people and do great and wonderful things. And it's the thing that most of us are doing at all hours of the day. But it's important to remember, like, oh yeah, here are some good news stories of us actually going out and helping veterans. We're not a fundraising organization, which, surprise, we're not. We're an organization that helps veterans. And it's important to remember, that amidst all of the fundraising streams and call to arms and Shanghai Scouts and all that craziness, it's like there is definitely some, we're not just here to raise money. We're here to support veterans. So definitely a good thing to remember. Anyway, sorry about that. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. So first thing I've got tonight is, if you guys have been paying attention in Red Shirt Raiders, you'll notice that Digital Matrix and I have, in fact, implemented categories for all the channels. All the channels are still there. Nothing's been lost. Nothing's been changed other than the layout. I have found that I really like it. If you guys haven't played around with how those categories can affect your interaction with the server, I'll share with you something I learned that I think is really awesome. I actually leave all of those categories collapsed now. And whenever there's a new message in one of those text channels, it'll actually display that text channel underneath the category header. So instead of looking at, however many channels we had all there, just looking at the ones that are highlighted, I actually have all those categories minimized. And right now, for example, I see that there's a new message in PC. So it's really nice. I've enjoyed having the categories in place. I'm always open to hear your guys' thoughts. If anybody has any input on that, go ahead and let us know during the Q&A. But I think the categories are really good. It's going to give us some additional flexibility. A lot of what I've been doing over the past couple months is kind of eliminating what I consider to be dead channels. So like World of Warcraft, for example, was a channel that wasn't really interactive anymore. So I went ahead and I dropped it. And the intent was, hey, you guys with the roles can link up through the PC channel, blah, blah, blah. And so we did that with a number of channels. Having these categories may in time give me kind of the justification I need to reopen or to open more channels than I might have done previously. And the reason is I can open a lot more channels now without things getting cluttered, because we can all kind of collapse those categories. So just keep an eye on that. Be active in the server. Let me know your thoughts on it in the Q&A. But that's the big update for the server. Now, tonight after the boardroom meeting, we've talked about it in the server. I mentioned it briefly for those of you that were here early, but Fortnite Battle Royale is out now and it's free. So even if you don't own Fortnite, you can actually download and play Battle Royale for free. I mean, any of us, anybody that's been around the block even a little bit knows, like, basically this is their take on PUBG. For better or worse, it seems to be pretty close to what PUBG is offering. I'm excited to give it a shot. I haven't played it yet. Some of the guys that I've seen playing it have enjoyed it. So I want to get as many people as possible over into Red Shirt Raiders, into those Fortnite voice channels following the meeting. Squads are up. Squads are good. So we can actually break into teams of 4, which I believe it's teams of 4 for the Battle Royale, just like PUBG. So we'll break into teams of 4 and get out there and have some fun. It'll be a good excuse for all of us to get back into Fortnite for an evening. And I'm actually dying to test out my new 1070. So I'm pretty excited about it. If you are a PS4 player, because PS4 and Xbox players can also download Fortnite Battle Royale for free. The difference in the console is that we can cross-play PC to PS4. We can't. Xbox is kind of in its own bubble. So if we have enough people in here that are Xbox users and you'd like to get some teams going in Fortnite Battle Royale over on Xbox, let me know, and we'll keep track of what you guys are doing over there. If you are on PS4 and you can't get a full team of PS4 players and you'd like to do some cross-play, also let me know. And what I can do is I can put together a 3-man team or a 2-man team as needed. We will join your game. And if possible, we'd love to have you in the Discord for voice chat, but we can figure that out in the in the moment. But I definitely want to see you guys out there. Come hang out. I'll put a pin in that for now. The last thing is Steven kind of touched base on all this mobile game thing. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there's a few things I will share that may give a little bit more insight into how this is going to work. The game, by the way, is called Immortal Conquest. I'll type that out in case my pronunciation or enunciation is not that great. But there it is. All right, so Immortal Conquest is a mobile game. He talked enough about that. How I see this going, and this event is poised to start here within a week or so. So it's going to be coming down the pipe really, really quickly. Keep your eyes peeled. I believe winning this event, and it is going to be a 2-month event, but I believe the key to winning is going to be dominating a certain percentage of the landmass. So I've played the game a little bit enough to know that you have this really big world, and this big world that, you know, you're kind of slowly moving from your home, you know, your home base, expanding ever outward. And I think the idea is going to be very similar to Guns of Icarus, where it's going to be all about controlling, you know, the vast majority of this, you know, giant landmass. So we're going to want to have as many hands on deck as possible to help us do that. BlueStacks is an Android emulation software that you can get on PC. That's what Steven was referring to. I have it installed. I think there's something in place that'll emulate, there's something out there that'll emulate iPhone as well, but BlueStacks is kind of just for Android. But I have verified that this game, the server, the private server that we're going to be holding this event on is going to be accessible by iPhone and Android. So no matter what your platform is, we'll all be together on this one server. So even if you're like, I'm an iPhone user, I will more than likely be using BlueStacks to just do this from my PC. And so you guys will be open to do that as well. Keep your eyes peeled for the formation of a new and temporary Discord server we are going to have a server dedicated just to Immortal Conquest and just to, you know, our army kind of taking control of this map. The individual that's going to be running with that ball is actually in Discord here with us. His handle is Simi Shibi. He's an old buddy of mine that I served with. He's a Navy veteran. We've deployed together and stuff. He's a great dude. He's got a pretty good level of experience in like mobile gaming and stuff. So he's basically going to be leading this army. So I'm sure he's going to be looking for, you know, proactive individuals from Red Shirt Raiders who want to be a, you know, smaller unit leadership, who want to take leadership roles in pushing this army to victory. During the Q&A section, if he wants, he'll be able to unmute and introduce himself. But I think it's going to be pretty fun. Mobile games are interesting. We all kind of, at least I've always had kind of mixed feelings on it. I've never been a big mobile gamer, but doing an event like this, where it's, you know, kind of 2 months of like, hey, we have an objective, I think I'm really going to enjoy that. And we definitely want to have as many of you as possible with us so we can have the best shot at winning this thing. With that Q&A portion, questions will be answered if you have them. I will pass it to Stephanie.
Okay. Hello. Just gonna jump right in here. Working on a studio tour at 343 in Seattle for November. It should be somewhere around Veterans Day timeframe. Steve and I finally heard back from somebody. So that's moving forward. There will be new pseudo swag coming to a website near you very soon, so keep your eyes peeled on that. We'll be bringing some special pieces with us to TwitchCon, so a few lucky peeps who are going will be able to get their hands on some of that early. And speaking of TwitchCon, we are still looking for a few good men and women to come out and volunteer at our booth for the weekend. So, if you are going, we would like to come and volunteer with us and hang out and chit chat and stuff at the booth. Fill out that form. Let me know when you're available, and I will get you on the schedule, and you can come chill with us at TwitchCon. 44 days till call to arms. 44 people. Time is going by ever so rapidly. Stack leaders, we need to know, are you going to stream? Are you available to monitor the Call to Arms Discord and StreamHop to provide support to our streamers? Will you be volunteering with a local veterans group over the weekend? And if not, what are your fundraising plans? Please let us know as soon as possible. We need to get stuff in place for you guys and be able to support you for whatever it is that you plan to do. And let us know filling out this form. And do that as soon as you can. If you need help with anything, please send me a DM, send me an email, call me on the phone if you have my number. I think most of you do. And if you don't, DM me and I'll give it to you. but please, let's get on this. We are running very short of time. It's before you know it, it's going to be 30 days until call to arms. We're still not going to know what y'all are doing. So please let us know. Also, in case you haven't noticed in the main chat here, we have categories, as Dave was saying. Many categories, new categories here. All the servers have been updated, so all the servers now have categories. That was a very interesting project, but hopefully it will help you guys find things a little more easier. And like Dave said about the collapsing of the categories, so that when a message is posted in a particular channel, just that channel lights up, is sitting there so that you know that there's a message there, which is very, very, very handy. And that's all I have. Boss man, back to you.
Hey, real quick, Steph brings up a good point, the idea of making sure you get with her ahead of time, because what's going to end up happening is 2 days before Call to Arms or Veterans Day, she's going to get a bunch of people going, oh, I got a great idea for what I want to do. And that's when, it's like that's when we probably don't have a lot of time to facilitate or help out. It's like, hey, we'd like a banner for our event. It's like, well, we can't really do anything at that time. So if you've got plans, and we are here to support you. And here's the deal. If you do something or you have plans to do something, let us know, primarily because the Stacks program is kind of our redheaded stepchild. Like, we don't spend a lot of money on it. So if we have the opportunity and we have a good mission and somebody wants to do something cool, float it by us. Let's see what we can get done. Like, I would like to, not to open up a can of worms, but we're not against putting money towards Stacks programs for somebody who has a good idea or something they want to do. It's something it has been an issue since we started this organization. The volunteering aspect is something where we're definitely interested in supporting more of, because we have, we're putting out there that we've got over 50 teams on the ground around the world, but the number of people that are actually doing things is, dramatically smaller than that number. And we want to make sure that the folks who are actually getting out there and getting after it on a week-to-week basis and doing stuff monthly and filling out forms and doing what Steph's asking them to do, like, those are the people we want to make sure we're supporting and providing them with the support that they need to be successful where they're at. There you go. Exactly, Cuddles. All right. Let's go ahead and open it up to the floor here. If you've got questions, comments, concerns, if you're new, introduce yourself. If you've got something you'd like to say, questions about anything going on, let us know, and we will. This is the time for us to answer them. So go ahead. You got to go ahead and unmute your mics if somebody has something. I see Vash is unmuted. Vash, you got something? Or he left. Anybody else? This could be a real short one tonight.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Fordet.
Just letting you guys know, Adelaide Stack will be on hiatus until approximately 13th of December. I'm away on a 10-week course, and there's no one to give me backup.
No worries. Appreciate the heads up. Thanks. Steph, you heard that?
I did.
Okay, perfect. What course is it? What are you up to?
Aviation refueling. So basically going to learn to pump gas into a jet.
All right. That takes till December, huh? Air Force.
It's 9 weeks, and I've also got to move the wife at that time. So I'm currently about 900 kilometres south of Sydney on my way there today.
Oh, you're going down there today? Wow, okay.
I'm on my way to Sydney today, and then next week up to Brisbane.
Very nice. All right, well, good luck down there, and just if you can keep swinging by when you can, that's great. If not, we'll see you when you see you. Just keep in touch with Stephanie. That's primarily the important part. Like, just let her know what's going on, and if you can, that pretty much covers it. So.
Yeah, we'll do, boss man.
Right on. All right, who else has something? Go ahead and unmute your mics. And Devil, Ryan.
Hey, just wanted to hop in and say hi to everybody. It's been a little while, but just wanted to say keep kicking ass. I've been seeing some numbers here and there, and you guys have been really, really busy, even though, I'm really upset that I haven't been able to be around, but hopefully come December and the beginning of next year, I will be back in full force.
How's training going for you?
It's going good. Busy every day.
You're for those of you who do not know, it's Police Academy, right? That's the training you're going through right now.
Yes, sir. Week 9 of 20.
So, yep, we all got your back, man, and we'll be here waiting for you when you're ready to jump back into the fold.
Good luck, Ryan. Appreciate you coming out. Thanks for swinging by this Wednesday. You know, it would be a very easy thing to be like, well, I'm going to be gone for 4 months. See you when I get back, and still hanging out with us. So I appreciate it, man. All right, Vash. Actually, Gabe Gonzo, do I need to fill in that form out? I'm doing a charity stream for Chicano Arms. Already told. Cuddles, have Tiltify link. All right, so you're all squared away, Gonzo. Are you a team lead as well? And that would be the only thing you would want to get with Stephanie about. I think it wouldn't be a terrible idea as far as letting her know if you want, primarily because that's going to be an extremely loud weekend. We're going to have a lot of different things happening, and a lot of these streamers and influencers who said they could do something who can't end up doing something for Veterans Day. We're going to push for them to do social media pushes for us. So in order to make sure you get on our calendar and we're like, hey, we got this guy doing this, it's just a matter of letting us know so we can keep that schedule full. So Sketch will have our all right, Travis Walker, that is Ethan, minor gamer. His whole family is running Queens for us, so that would be Ethan. If you'd like to pipe in here, you've got somebody asking a question who runs Bartertown. There you go, perfect, Gabe. Let's see, who else? There's something else. I thought I saw somebody else saying something.
It's Vash.
Yes.
Hey, yeah, I've got a Tiltify ready to go. I just need to adjust some dates and ready to go for Veterans Day.
Yeah, that was what I was referring to there. It was very much like, hey, we want to make sure.
Nice.
Yep.
Hey, great to meet you over at PAX West the other day. Great to meet everybody. I just want to say that.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good. It's always nice to put
awesome.
a face to a name, which sounds weird. It's usually the other way around, but not on the internet. So definitely good to see folks out there. So, all right, who else has something? Go ahead and unmute and let's hear what you got. Questions, comments, concerns, and it can be anything. You can just tell us how your week's going. Lauren Pink, what's going on?
I'll be really quick. Just a quick reminder, anyone that's not coming in with the Stack Up group for TwitchCon, if you guys are getting your flights and you guys need a pickup, just let me know. I just need to know ahead of time so I can work around and try and plan if it's possible. I'm more than happy to pick up anyone. So
ironic you brought that up. I haven't really mentioned this to the staff at large in general. So come December, barring the universe getting in my way, which has been known to happen on occasion, I'm going to be moving the charity from Pittsburgh to Los Angeles, California. We're gonna have office space out there. So for TwitchCon, I'm going to be getting there a couple days early to scout out some office locations, scout out some living locations where I'll live, things like that. And I have a feeling a couple of the staff members are starting to creep around the idea of moving out to LA as well. So we might be having a solid coordinated push to the West Coast. But the concept there was the number of events that occur on the West Coast, the number of influencers, the number of game developers all on the West Coast, Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles. The number of times people were asking us at E3 or San Diego Comic-Con, hey, you should come back to our office, on Tuesday, we could talk about this. And I'm like, I got to go back to Pittsburgh. Sorry. So we are going to be picking up the organization and moving it to the West Coast at the end of the year. So look forward to that. So for those of you heading out to TwitchCon, I will be getting there a couple days early to do scouting missions for the area. So I'll probably see you out there a little early there, Lauren. So thanks for the reminder. This is why we all talk together. So sad, I'm gonna miss your face. Oh, we're not going that way. Hey, the internet, maybe. For as much as I see everybody in Pittsburgh, I'll probably see you more on the internet. I think you're going to regret it, but thanks, Clue. Love you too. He has been the only person who's like, you don't move to California. Coco Ichiban. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Anybody else have anything? Go ahead and unmute your mics. Let us know. Any other questions? So the Boston's all right. Theo Hastings or Tanner was planning a live stream. Yes, Marley.
Yeah,
what's going on? How you doing, man?
All right. This might get a little deep real fast for everybody, but I just want to shout out to that Stack Up actually works, you guys. I'm gonna be a little forthcoming here and tell everybody that I was in a bad way the other night. Pretty well close to doing some really stupid shit. And reached out, and lo and behold, I got a shout out to Mr. James Martin here, who gave me a phone call and probably intervened in some shit. I gotta be honest to say. So yeah, stack up works, everybody.
That's good
Well,
stuff, man. Sorry to
certainly,
hear you were struggling.
you're not quiet on the internet about things going on in your life. So I've been kind of watching from the sidelines and your Facebook posts, and it's just kind of like, ooh, okay, I hope everything's all right over there. But I'm glad to hear that you're able to reach out to James there and get squared away and just have somebody to talk to. But that said, there are people always hanging out around here that will be happy to talk to you, and that goes for anybody. If you don't have to be a veteran, like you just need to be one of us. You just need to be a red shirt. We are just in essence a glorified World of Warcraft guild. There's no, everybody can talk to everybody else. It doesn't, we're not split from veterans and civilians. You're one of us. So if anybody needs anything, please make sure that you reach out. We have channels specifically dedicated for suicide prevention and volunteer efforts, and if that is what this is about. And I'm starting to feel it again. It's that time of year where it gets real rough. Like it's the holiday time.
Yep.
I can see it coming, and it's
this
one of
is
those.
like the
365
of when all that,
Yep.
You know as well as I do myself, sir. We were about the same this time last year.
Yep. I was specifically like right around December, I was very much like writing and putting in notes and in the announcements, like, hey, make sure you're checking on your battle buddies and make sure, hey, if you have any problems, call the suicide prevention, this number and this and that. Primarily because I was eyeballing it real hard. Like, man, I'm having a rough holidays suck, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just make sure you get with somebody. Don't be alone out there. You've always got people on the internet that can square you away or hang out with you or even just listen. So that's the important part. Like that's, so yeah, I got your 6. There you go. Exactly.
Thanks, guys.
And there's someone usually online 24/7 as well.
We might have to consider doing something around the holidays, like hey, everybody, like some sort of initiative that we start where it's like, hey, I know other organizations do it. Like I know like there's like a suicide awareness day or something like that, but something right around the holidays, like where it's like, hey, just reach out to your guy on your right, guy on your left. And hey, is everything okay? You want to talk? No? Cool. All right. Roger that. Just as like, we might have to not shit. I don't know, Chismo. It's one of those things where it's like everybody has those days, no matter how bad it is. Like, however, no matter how good things are going. I just saw some beautiful cheerleader type talking about how she tried to kill herself a year ago and happy that she didn't do it. And it was just kind of one of those things. It's like, the hell were you complaining? Like, what the hell? What really? Wow. Okay. Everybody has that fight going on that you don't know anything about. Everybody's got something in their lives that they're struggling with, no matter how good it looks on the outside. So just keep that in mind, when you deal, not just with us, not just in our group, but everybody in general, everyone in this list, everybody's got something they're dealing with, no matter how good it looks. Things look great out here, All right. Stack up as you, oh, Jesus, Rahi. That's real good.
That's some Steve Machuga quality.
Somebody write that the fuck down, baby. Oh, hold on a sec. That gets
copying that.
That is stack up approved right there, boys. Oh, Jesus, I'm sweating now. Wow, very nice.
Nothing gets Steve riled up better than like a good slogan.
Well, come on, it's all about branding and stuff like that. That's real good.
Don't.
That's definitely how it works.
Whew,
that
very
is
nice.
Freaking awesome.
Dude, seriously, put that in leadership chat.
I already did.
I think we gotta talk. We might be onto something there.
And I pinned it too.
I got you, Wow Steve. Hold on a sec. I got my Wow Steve. There we go.
Have that one for free.
There we go. Yep. Very nice, Strike. Misfits coming in clutch there with that. I might be onto something. Okay. What else? Ethan, we got off the phone before last night meeting talk table at TAPS event on October 7th. What is TAPS? Maybe 4 digits of 10. We don't have enough supplies for that. Ethan, you and your team have earned more than enough supplies. If you need anything, get with Steph and she will get you squared away. Steph,
Oh, dude, I got supplies.
Yeah, I was going to say, not only that, but again, Ethan and his family have owned Queens. Like they have painted that area of town red. We know that they own that, and they are one of our hard points. Set them up. Like if they need, and let's think outside the box, Ethan and company. Like I don't know who else is going to be there, but they're constantly sending us pictures of all kinds of crazy stuff they're getting in the middle of. So whatever you are doing, we want to support that. So
Oh, it's in Connecticut. Hey, Dave, where is that? Cove Park.
Probably pretty far from me. I'm guessing that's New York side of Connecticut. I live about probably be about 2 hours plus from where I live.
Ah,
God damn it.
That's not to say I won't come down there, but there'd certainly have to be like scheduling considerations on whether or not I could be down there. But
gotcha.
if it's in the cards for me, yeah, I'll absolutely partake.
Cool.
All right, y'all. What
Also,
else?
get that pre-event form in because this is the first time hearing of this, and it's the 7th, and that's not that far away. Hello.
God damn it, Ethan. Exactly what we're talking about. No, seriously, you guys are doing great work. They would be filling out. They would be filling out forms all days with the number of events that they do. So that's hey.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Who else has something? Go ahead and unmute your mics. Let us know.
Me?
Houston girl.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Gamers in chat. He's the current organizer of the Orlando Community Meetup, and he's also a veteran. And he has reached out. He literally just reached out and sent a message saying that he wants for the next meetup that's happening on November 11th. He wants some presents from Stack Up, some support from Stack Up.
November 11th, huh?
Yes.
There you go. Veterans Day right there.
So,
I think I server.
Gamer, you wanna?
I server muted him earlier, so go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I just unmuted him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gamer.
No problem. And Houston, you took all my thunder.
Damn it, Houston! What the hell?
I finally got my mic working, so I'm like, ooh.
Sounds good. You sound great.
Thank you.
No,
right,
but
what's up, Gamer?
so I'm in the process of planning my next event. I'm actually starting to get into the final details of it, but November 11th is when Orlando's going to be having their next event. It's actually going to be my last event as the organizer for Orlando, so I'm kind of making it really big, getting a lot of stuff involved with it. And I know how much Houston, Cuddles are both really involved with the Orlando community. So, and I've worked with you guys with doing a charity event. So I wanted to see if there was anything that maybe Stack Up wanted to help with participating, getting involved, whether it be sponsorship, partnership, even just setting up a table and saying, hi, we're Stack Up. This is who we are for our event. And especially since it's on Veterans Day, maybe you would gather a little bit more attention since I know we've had several veterans showing up for our event.
Nice. And now, if you don't mind my asking, where are you off to next? Are you
I'm
just stepping down? You're staying there.
No, I actually, about a year and a half ago or so, I had to move back to California. So I've actually been running the organization from California, and running a Florida-based community from California has been really, shall we say, stressful.
Oh yeah, I have already told Twitch Pittsburgh, like I told them months in advance. I was like, hey guys, I am not going to be here in a couple months, so y'all need to step up and take charge. And they've done a great job. I don't know how you did that.
It's definitely been interesting, but like after I step down, I'm kind of going to gather a couple little things, and I've already in the process. I've been approached to help with starting up a more local community in Los Angeles, as well as starting one up in the Orange County, specifically the Irvine, California area, since that's where Blizzard is. So I'm in the process of kind of sitting down, planning that stuff out, and seeing where I want to go with that.
Very nice. Well, let us know. Again, you've got some of our stronger folks down there, so they will help you out however they need. But Cuddles, Houston, let us know if you need anything to support the table, or if you need like banner space, or little wristbands, or whatever y'all need. Let's figure it out. Overwatch partnership with Stack Up would be Weku. That's a thing. All right. You're in Long Beach, Lauren. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I got distracted. Go ahead.
Yeah, if he's in California, I was gonna say, just link up with whoever all the Stack people that are there. He's got a community there waiting on him, so he can just link up. He's transitioning, and he's over in California, and there's some Cali folks there for you, Gamer. So just reach out to him in this chat.
Aaron's down there too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's peeps in California. I'm not sure who all is here. Well, Ryan's in California. Where in California are you, Gamer?
I could throw a rock and hit Disney. We'll just put it that way.
Well, you're still over like near Anaheim.
Yes, I live near Anaheim because I'm also a Disney cast member.
Oh, Lauren kind of like works at Disney and stuff, so yeah.
Hey, hi.
You should say
Hey,
hi.
another cast member! Yay!
There you go.
Is that what they call employees or cast members? That's adorable.
Yes, because
Okay.
Disneyland is a show, so everyone
And
that works
you
there is
were-
a cast.
You were the prime of the show, and we're just here supporting you.
Uh-huh. Hey, there it is. Branding and marketing right there, kids. That's how you do it, right? From the legends. Okay. Anybody else got anything? Go ahead and unmute your mics. Let us know. Weku, I got what you're saying. Look at this boot. I got what you're saying about Overwatch. That's Blizzard, and Blizzard is not exactly the easiest to work with, at least right now. They get a lot of requests and things like that. I wouldn't even know where to start. Do they have partnership? Like, is that a thing, or are you just throwing that out there? Oh, he doesn't.
He said he didn't know. So
Oh, he's just throwing it out there. It was an idea. Having someone said Blizzard. Got it. I have a hookup at Blizzard now. We have communicate. We have variety of communication leads into Blizzard. It's just not the right time. Like, again, it's the end of the year. I think me being able to go get coffee with some people might push things along a little bit when I move out that direction. I'm hoping anyway. Here's fingers crossed. But anyway, yeah, we're considering, like, for next year this time we're considering doing obviously BlizzCon. So, and we'll have people at BlizzCon this year. But okay, he is a big guy. Who's a big guy? I don't know what that means. Okay. It is 8:50. Let's go ahead and start wrapping this up here. Anybody else have any? Aaron, I see you unmuted. What's up?
Yeah, it was just a quick thing. I wanted to let everyone know that because I've been doing this thing with Twitch Jacksonville where I kind of coincide my stack up meetups. So we actually have one coming up October 14th at the GLHF Game Bar in downtown Jacksonville.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a mouthful for me for some reason.
That's a pretty good name for a gaming bar. I like that.
Yeah, and they're big into actually helping with veterans because they actually have a military/college game night. And I've actually attended one recently, and I'm trying to make it to a point where I go more frequently, but that's on a side note. But either way, I just want to let everyone know that if they're in the area or couldn't make it to this area, we will be having a Twitch Jacksonville / Stack Up meetup October 14th.
Very nice. Have you gotten that information to Stephanie?
Yes.
Stephanie,
so.
can you confirm?
I believe so.
Not to have to call you out.
I'm not sure.
I filled out so much stuff recently that I'm starting to lose track.
Anyway.
I mean, it's possible.
Okay. And
if she could verify that for me, then I'll make sure that I get that if I didn't.
That would be funny. We're all yelling about filling out forms. Like, I already filled out the form. Oh, okay. What's up?
I have pictures from her, but I don't have
Cuddles.
a pre-event form.
Okay, I'll make that up to tomorrow then. I know I did the one for C2A.
Yeah, I got pictures. two albums you shared. Those I have, but
Why
I
is this
don't
thing
have.
not staying? There we
I
go.
don't have the pre-event.
One of the albums I actually sent you was from the last time when I went to the military night at the
I'm
game
looking
bar.
at it. I'm looking at that.
So,
I see that. Yes.
Talked to a lot of people, and it was kind of slow that night because it was very rainy, and there was a football game that night as well. So I'm making an effort to go another night. I even told them that I don't mind helping those nights to get the word out.
Cool.
All right, y'all. Boxcar was asking about fiction writers. I don't know if anybody else here is a fiction writer, but that's something if you're interested in getting involved with. He is a writer of fiction, so let him know if you want to coordinate or do some writing, I guess. I'm not sure, Boxcar.
It's kind of one of those weird things where I know that's a very niche thing to begin with. Like, I'm already part of 2 different writing servers. I just figured I'd ask around,
Sure.
reasons.
All good. What do you got, James? Jimmy John, what's going on?
I don't know if he has anything.
Kids. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a problem. I saw him unmute and somebody's talking. Oh, and there he's down. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up here. Did I miss the middle game? Okay. Oh, no, he's back. James, did you have something you needed? And he muted again. Okay. Tonight's raid, we're going to raid one of the folks who supported us for this weekend. Cute Noob 18 is a part of Crash Fam. We're going to go ahead and raid her. It is 8:55, 8:57. We're going to strike. Everybody head on over there. Wait for me to launch. I will count back from 5, and then everybody can talk. Let's see here. For those of you who are new here, this is the part where we go ahead and raid somebody's channel after our meeting's over. After we're done with the raid, we're going to go into Red Shirt Raiders and get some gaming done. We're doing Fortnite, PUBG, Fortnite Battle Royale. Sorry. It is free to download and play. So if you have a computer that can run anything, we got four-man squads. We're going to be using Discord for chat. Would not mind getting some noise about that, primarily as it is the Fortnite people are working with us, whereas in the PUBG people are too big for their britches now. They don't work with us. So it would be nice to see the Fortnite people succeed at this. So let's see, 8:56. So yeah, the raid part, we're just going to go over there. I'm going to count back from 5, and then I'm going to kick us off with Red Shirt Raid. You go ahead and make a bunch of noise. Just follow suit. More or less just make a bunch of noise over in chat. And then let them know that thanks for this weekend, support for this weekend, all that awesome stuff. Sub, follow, all that good stuff. And then just punch out a couple minutes later. And we'll see you over at Red Shirts, Raiders.
All right, cool. Well, for everybody that is going to be playing Fortnite tonight, I'm going to make my way over to the voice channels and Red Shirt Raiders. I hope to see you guys there. We'll break into teams and make it happen.
Yep. All right. Heading over there, Red Shirt now. We'll see you over there. Thanks, everybody, for coming out.
See ya.